Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2025. The year has just started, and it looks like some activists have taken it upon themselves to make their first initial statement. And who is that activist you're probably thinking about? Well, none other than Nexus mods. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have done so many videos on Nexus mods in 2024, and this company, this modding company that nobody should be using, but unfortunately still do, but that's neither here nor there. This company decides to, hell, we're going to start out 2025, the month of inauguration of the current president that's about to sit in office, Donald Trump. Let's start it off by banning a mod from Marvel Rivals that depicts certain characters as Donald Trump, mainly Captain America. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most hilarious mods, one of the most base mods, to be honest with you, which allows you to be Donald Trump as Captain America, which I think is hilarious. Apparently, that's not allowed. Apparently, according to Nexus mods, that's bigotry, and it needs to be removed. It needs to be snuffed out. It needs to be banned. So let's get into this article, guys, from Phantom Post. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So the headline reads, Nexus mods removes Marvel Rivals mod that depicted Donald Trump as Captain America. A mod depicting Donald Trump as Captain America in NetEase's Marvel Rivals has been removed from Nexus mods. Ex-user Pirate Nation shared a screenshot of what the mod looked like in-game as it replaced Captain America's head with Donald Trump. That's freaking awesome. That's so awesome. And you know what's hilarious? Look at what Pirate Nation said. How long until Nexus mods ban this? Bro, it's like we know. It's like we know that you guys are going to do this, right? You're so hilariously predictable. You're so hilariously activist that Nexus mods they were able to predict it. Pirate Nation predicted it immediately, and boom, you guys did exactly what he said you were going to do. Here's a video from Akamari Rivals showing off the mod in action. I want to play this and see what it looks like. Let's see. Dude, this is hilarious, man. I fucking love this. I don't play Marvel Rivals, but that would make me want to play Marvel Rivals. Just so I can run around beating up people as Donald Trump. How hilarious is that? Within an hour of Pirate Nation's post, Nexus mods have removed the mod from their website. When attempting to access it, a message now reads, the mod you were looking for couldn't be found. Wow, shocker. I'm telling you, man, these activists are on Twitter 24/7, and they're looking at stuff like this. And the moment you pointed out, Pirate Nation being one of the biggest accounts to obviously point stuff out like this, I'm sure they saw this going viral, and they were like, oh, we need to remove this from our website really quick, but because there's nothing that could be depicted as positive for Donald Trump. There's absolutely nothing. Even though it's too late, he's already going to go into office. You guys are losers. You have lost. You can't actually deal with it. So you got to cope and seethe and remove a mod like this. One of the most simplest mods to exist on your platform. This is why I keep telling people, try to find alternatives to Nexus mods. I don't know if there's many out there because I don't really do a lot of modding, to be honest with you. Very rarely will I ever mod my games, but I know the modding community is huge. So hopefully you guys respect yourselves enough to avoid using Nexus mods as much as you possibly can, because this is a political company. It is not a gaming company. It has been proven to be a political activist company from a multitude of different bans that they have done that only goes one way. They have banned a multitude of mods that will turn a white character, or I should say a black character, into white, but they will not ban a mod that turns a white character into black. This has been proven, and they ban things like this, and you need to make sure that you look for alternatives if there is any, and try to explore those to the best of your ability. So then it says a similar mod that replaced Captain America's head with Joe Biden was also removed. Oh, that's interesting. This is not something they usually do. It's unclear why these mods were removed. Nevertheless, numerous individuals have not only expressed their distaste with Nexus mods removing the Trump mod on X, but questioned why it was removed in the first place. One individual wrote, when did Nexus mods decide free speech doesn't apply to modders? Banning something as harmless as Trump as Captain America is just ridiculous. It's a fun, creative idea that wasn't hurting anyone. It's crazy how fragile some people seem to be when it comes to stuff like this. Gaming used to be about freedom and creativity, but over the last few years, it has been bogged down with microtransactions, forced agendas, and unnecessary censorship. Hopefully, things are starting to shift because gamers are clearly tired of it. Let people enjoy what they want without all this control. And I agree. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, within reason, like, you don't want certain mods that depict really disgusting shit, right? Like, obviously illegal stuff. Like, you don't want stuff that depicts children or anything like that in questionable states. That stuff should obviously be removed, but ultimately everything else should be allowed, right? Especially if it's a mod. You don't have to actually install the mod. Nobody's forcing you to take it, download it, and install it. So there's really no reason to freak out about this. I will say that it's a good thing that they, at least at the bare minimum, kept it somewhat even, where they banned Joe Biden's mod as well, and not just Trump's, because this website is 100% shown that it is one-sided many times before. It is shown that it would keep around a mod like Joe Biden on Captain America and ban Trump on Captain America. It is shown that through multiple different bans it has done in the past. But the fact that they actually did both this time, I find it to be very interesting, and I wonder why they would do that with Joe Biden. Nate asks, why did you ban the Trump Marvel Rivals mod? Hydro posted, hashtag bring back America. They probably banned it because nobody was using a Joe Biden one, most likely. Everybody was using a Trump one. They probably had massive amount of downloads on it, and they didn't want this mod to become so popular that they couldn't control it. That's basically what it is. Then Trump Barbardo asks, based on what you ban, the Cap and Trump mod, numerous individuals shared a meme of Donald Trump with his hand on what appears to be Kamala Harris' shoulder as she seethes. Zeltina wrote, it's going to be interesting watching sites like Nexus slowly adapt or fail to the reality that the Overton window has shifted. I fucking love this meme, by the way. She's literally crying here in the corner. So, I mean, listen, is it stupid? Yes, absolutely. There's no reason why Nexus mod should be banning this stuff. It is very clear that they are upset over the fact that people were probably downloading this in mass. I mean, look how fun it looks. It looks so fun to run around as fucking Donald Trump and Captain America and throwing your shield at people, just fucking hitting them in the... I mean, look at that. That's so sick. I would genuinely be very interested in playing with this mod, and I don't usually use mods like that. So I'm sure that this mod would have went super viral if it didn't go viral already before Nexus mods banned it, and that's why they banned it, because they didn't want to get people to be playing this as much as possible. They don't want to depict Donald Trump in any positive light. Let that be clear. It doesn't matter whether or not they banned Joe Biden's mod, because for them, nobody was using it anyway. They wanted to control the Trump one, and by banning Joe Biden, they can basically claim to be neutral, when we all know that Nexus mods is not neutral. If the Trump one wasn't popular and the Joe Biden one wasn't popular, they probably wouldn't have done anything. But because the Trump one was super popular and people were downloading it in mass, I'm sure they were trying to quell the storm. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.